Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start the chapter number 4, that is addition and subtraction. Now, in the last class, that is what we can say in the live class, we have already discussed about the question paper. Few of the questions were left, so those questions will be discussed again. That means the remaining questions will be discussed again in the next live class. Now, today is the first recorded class that we are going to have. And today we are going to start this chapter, that is 4. Now, the chapter number 4. First of all, you need to write down the chapter name, chapter number, date on your you can say school copy. So before starting this one, students, after the video I will send you the objective and everything. So you have to first write down those things because that is the introduction part. And after that you are going to write down all the question answers and whatever practice questions I will give you or the homework you are going to do. Fine, but before writing anything, you have to first write down the chapter name, number, objective, which I will send you after the video. Now students, if we see the objective, every chapter have their own objective. So if we see this addition and subtraction, everybody knows that addition and subtraction, we are using this in our day-to-day life. That is, we can say, it is have a very huge application or in application or role in our real life or day-to-day life. Say if you go for shopping, if you go for marketing, if suppose the population of country, how much increased, how much decreased. So all these things, when we find out, we have to use the addition and subtraction operation. Knowingly or unknowingly, in our day-to-day life, we are using these two operations. Fine. So students, it is very important to know how to do addition and subtraction. That means the process, how to do it and where to apply it. That means if this thing has to be applied, suppose you have the knowledge of addition and subtraction, you know how to add or how to subtract, but if you do not know where exactly you have to utilize this or use these methods, then also it is a problem. So students, first of all, the two objective is, first we have to know the process how to add and subtract numbers. Second objective will be the application or the uses of addition and subtraction in our day-to-day life. Fine. So that will be two objectives. So this thing I will forward to you after the video. Now the first concept, students, please take out your textbook. If it is the page number 39. In page 39, it is concept 4.1, add and subtract 5-digit numbers. So students, we will deal with 5-digit numbers, as in large number we have seen number chapter, we have seen 5-digit numbers. So we will deal basically with 5-digit numbers here also. That means addition and subtraction. So there is a how it is actually used. You see the example which is given in the textbook. The first example, in Jaslin's town, there were 27,023 adults and 1,567 children. 1,400 adults and 1,200 children went out of the town on 23rd March 2015. What was the total population of the town on 23rd March? What was the population on the 22nd? If all of them were present in the town that day, can you also solve it? So that means, you see, so many situations has been given here. If you see the first line, first of all, you have to see that adults, how many are there. So in the question, we will first of all, we will see that how many adults were there. If you say adults is 27,023. 27,023 were adults. Children, how many? Children, that is equal to 1,567. 1,400 adults and 1,200 children went out of the town on 23rd March. Now that means from on 23rd March 2015, they have given a specific date. On this date, 1,400 adults and 1,200 children went out of the town. What was the total population of the town on 23rd March? That means, suppose these many were the adults overall. Now 1,400 went out. Similarly, 1,567 is the number of children. But on 23rd March, this many children went out. So we went out means what, students? We need to we cannot count them, we have to leave them. So whenever we are talking about leaving or you can say taking away, so that means it will be subtraction. So 23rd March, number of adults will be how much? Number of adults, so that will be 27,023 minus 1400. Then number of children will be 1567 minus 1200. So from this we will get two answers. After subtraction of this and this, we will get two answers. So these, whatever answer will come here and here, that too will be the number of adults and number of children on 23rd March. Fine. So they were asking what was the total population of the town on 23rd March. Now if we subtract this one, say let us do it. I am doing it horizontal method, but I will tell you how to do vertical one. 3 minus 0, it will be 3. 2 minus 0, it is 2. Now 0 minus 4 not possible. 10 minus 4, 6. 6 minus 1, 5, and then 2. So 25,623. Similarly here, it is 7, 6. Then 5 minus 2, 3. 1 minus 1, 0. 367. Okay. So now students, number of adults were 25623 and 367 were children. So total will be that on 23rd March, what is the total population? After subtraction 1400 adults and 1200 children, we got these two answers, and after adding these two, whatever answer will come, that will be the total population on 23rd March. So if we add these two now, so that will be 3 plus 7, 10, 1, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 1, 9, 3 plus 6, 9, 10, 5, 9, 25,990. Now students see, this is one question where you are using so many things together. That means we are using addition also, we are using subtraction also at the same time. So these type of questions are very, very important to understand. So this type of question actually students do not understand. Majority of the students do not understand in the exam that how to solve those questions. Fine. So that is why I say you should know not only how to add or subtract, you should know how to use it, when to use it, and where to use it. Fine. So that will be the most important part for this chapter. Because if somebody asks you, do you know how to add? Do you know how to subtract? What you will say? You will say definitely yes, I can. But if same addition and subtraction, if it is not a direct question, if it is a twisted one, or if it is a word sum or application sum, so then the problem comes. Then the student does a mistake. So that thing has to be removed from your part. Fine. So students, there are some other parts also in the question. So we will not discuss anymore on this since we have started already. Just let us go for the process now. That means how to add and subtract a 5-digit number. So let us go ahead with that. Now students, you come to page number 40, the textbook. In there you can see recalling part is there. Recalling means in last year you have done addition and subtraction of 4-digit numbers. So that has been shown here. So that already you are aware of. The new part will be starting, that is 4.1. I remember and understand. Students, you see the yellow box which is written there. Something is written there. It is written always begin addition and subtraction from the ones place. So that is a first and foremost thing that you should know. Now students, the method they are using here, you can see the boxes. The method they are using, this method is called column method or vertical method. So column method or vertical method will be more easier for you to do, because whatever I have done this method, but it is not a column method, it is a horizontal method. So horizontal method I will not teach you because it may not be easier for many of you. If somebody knows it, it's okay, fine, very good, you can practice it also. But many of you may not be familiar with the horizontal method, so we will not discuss, we will discuss the column method or the vertical method only. So if you see students, last year also in the same book, IMAX book, you have seen how to add and how to subtract. Now the thing is, this time we will deal with a 5-digit number. That means, let's take the example of the question, textbook 48415 plus 20098. Now we need to add this two. Now students, in the textbook it is shown like that they are writing the places first, and then after that they are adding. That means if you see the places here, 5 digit, 5 digits. So ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, and 10,000. So they are making the place value table. So here they are putting the numbers, the digits according to the place. Say suppose the first one, this is one we will write. 5 is in the ones place, 1 in the tens place, 4 in the hundreds, 8 in the thousand, and 4 in the 10,000 place. Similarly here 8 is in the ones place, then 9, then 0, 0, then 2. So now students, we need to add this 2. So when we add or subtract in vertical method, you have to do ones place with the ones place only, tens with the tens, hundreds with the hundreds. That means we cannot add the ones digit with the tens one or the hundreds digit with the thousand one. It has to be exactly below, down, down. That means 1 below ones, tens below tens, hundreds below hundreds. So 5 plus 8, it will be how much? It will be 13. But 3 will be 10, 1 will be carried forward. 1 plus 9, it is 10. 10 that plus 1, then it will be how much? 11. So 11, again 1 will be carried forward to this side. So if you cannot remember, you can do one thing. Here you can write in a small part, in a small way, so that you can understand that 5 plus 8, it is 13. 3 is written, that 1 has been carried to this side. So 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 1, 11. Again 1 will be written and 1 will be carried forward to hundreds place. Then 4 plus 0, it is 4, plus 1, it is 5. 8 plus 0, it is 8. 4 plus 2, it is 6. So the answer we got is 68,550. Fine. So it is written already. So how the answer is solved, it is already given. Step by step it is given. And finally you got the answer 68,530. So students, see, this method is quite okay because there is a less chance of doing mistake if you are going to solve in this way. But students, there is one problem in this method, that is it may take little bit more time. That means what I am saying, when you will add in this way, the places to make the box, the table and all, so it may take a little bit time. So I will suggest that if somebody is not comfortable with the addition and subtraction, they can use this method, no problem. It may take time, but it's okay for them. But who are already doing addition and subtraction and clearly they can do without any problem, or they do not have any you can say difficulty, they do not get. So students, I will suggest you not to use this table and all, which can take more time. You can directly write the numbers and add. Let us see one question of subtraction we will do now, but without making these boxes. Fine, that will be also correct, but that will take less time. So students, please copy this one in your school copy, pause the video and copy it down. We will go ahead with the next one, that is the subtraction one. Now, if subtraction will be said, let us take the example 5, 6, 7, 1, 8 minus 1, 6, 7, 5, 4. Now, if we have to do this subtraction, we have to do one thing. In subtraction, students, you have to remember, always the greater one will come on the top, not the smaller one. Fine. So, out of these two numbers, you can see these having 5 digits, these also having 5 digits. So, as we have learned in the last chapter, how to compare numbers. 5, 5. So, obviously, you have to see the extreme left placed. Now, it is having 5, it is having 1. So, this is greater. So, you have to write this number first on the top. Then we are going to write the smaller one. Now, you have to write exactly below the places according to the places there. Say, suppose here 4 is there. So, you write 4. Tens place 5. Hundreds place 7. Thousand place 6. And 10,000 plus 1. Now do the subtraction. Now when you do this, now here see students, have I made that boxes or the table? No. I have put the simply the ones place under ones, tens place under tens. That is also correct because the same thing we are doing there also. But there we are using the table, so it may take little time. Now let us subtract. 8 minus 4, 4. 1 minus 5, student, that is not possible because 1 is smaller than 5. So we have to borrow 1 from the previous place, that is the hundreds place. So now if it comes 1 here, that is 11 now. 11 minus 5 will be 6. Now it is not 7 because it is 6 now. Why? Because this 7 is already 1 has been taken. So it is 6. Now 6 minus 7, that is also not possible. So 6 minus 7, so we have to carry 1 to this side. That means we have to borrow 1 from 6 to this side. So that will be, it will be 16 now. 16 minus 7, it will be 9. Now this is not 5 anymore. This is now, this is not 6, this is 5 now. 5 minus 6 again not possible. Take 1, so it is 15 minus 6. So 15 minus 6, 9. And finally this is not 5, this is 4 now. 4 minus 1, 3. So the answer we got is 39,964. 39,964. Yeah. So those are the questions. These are two examples where we are just learning the process, how to add or how to subtract. Addition, I have shown you the that one table method, and this one I have shown you without table. So any of these two you can use in addition or subtraction. There is no problem. But I will suggest you to follow this one. Why? Because this may take little bit less time. Now one more thing, students, you need to remember here. When we add or when we subtract, always write the larger one in the top. And I was saying that when subtraction is there, you have to write the larger one on the top. But students, always try to write the larger one on the top in addition also. That will not create any confusion, and that will become a habit for you to write always the larger one on the top. Fine. So that habit should be formed. So don't think that addition we can write the larger one and smaller one in any place. That is okay, that is correct. But I will suggest you to write the larger one on the top only, so that it will become a habit for you in subtraction also, which is mandatory to write the larger one on the top, and in addition also. So make just make a one habit. Okay, don't make too many. Then few of the other things we have to discuss, and application is there on page number 43, that we will not discuss today. In the next recorded class we will discuss this, or live class also we will try to. And drill time is also there. So drill time, that we will I think we can complete this chapter from the textbook. I am saying not from the workbook. From the textbook portion we can finish in the next class. And student, I already said that I am not going to solve all the questions from now onwards, because the more and more practice is needed from your side. Fine. So we have discussed two questions here, two examples. Now I hope so you will be able to solve the questions by yourself. So I will give you a few questions here as a homework. I will write down and send it to you. I will give the date also. Students, please, on the exact date you submit. Do not submit before or after, because now onwards you are uploading the homework through Google Classroom. So it will be recorded that on which date you have given. I will also have the record on which date I have asked the homework. If you have submitted it before or submitted it late, so it will be a problem. So students, if I give you a date of suppose 10th August, please submit on 10th August only. And I am telling you once again, you have to upload the homework through Google Classroom and in PDF form. That means you should know how to make the PDF one file. It may have 2 pages, 3 pages, but make a one file, rename it with your name, roll number, class, like how you have sent in the exam, PT1 exam, and then upload it in the Google Classroom. I will try to send you a video that how to upload files in Google Classroom. Fine, then it will be easier for you. And students, still there are some students who have not joined. 41 students have joined till now in the group. Join means registered themselves. Still there are students left who have not registered themselves. So I am requesting those students, please register, install the app Google Classroom and register yourself in my class in the mathematics, which you can see by using the code. The code is already given, and in that code you will be able to go ahead with that. So I have already given you a video also on that how to. So you can go through that video also and you can see how to register yourself. Fine. So student, let us meet on the next class, and I will send you some homework. Classwork also I will send, homework also I will send. Classwork you need to write down in your school copy. No need to send that. But homework you have to do in the school copy and click picture, make PDF and upload in the Google Classroom on the exact date. Fine. So let us meet in the next class. Thank you.